Hello, Charlie Mac, or should I say the messer-upper of all of your names, and anybody else who decided to join in. I'm a little bit late on my video, because I was not on the computer. I've kind of been away for a little bit, but, I just wanted to say hello. Okay. So today I'm going bowling with the church. We're meeting at Chick-fil-A, which is nice. Gives me a way to get out of the house. But when you're like me, it's kind of nerve-wracking because I haven't seen most of those people for like 2 months. And I really don't like being in big crowds. And I suck at bowling. But it should be fun. I mean, I might get footage there, I don't know, but you know, whatever. So apparently wearing band t-shirts and these is now a trend for me, as well as the fact that my hair looks like crap, like epitome of bad hair day today. So we're wearing a beanie. Guess you're gonna have to deal with it. So I know that this video is really late, but I know that we also started on the best friend tag and never finished it. Well, I mean, you finished it. I did not finish it because of who I am as a person. But anyways, I'm going to finish the questions so that you know if we're actually friends, and for everybody else who is watching this knows if we're friends or not. Yeah, so here goes. So I can't exactly remember where we left off last, but I'm gonna guess it was for me, because I skipped a lot of questions because most of them were like just one question, like one answer. So I'm going to start with 29, which is, what does your best friend think about the most? And I would say that you think about books and manga and anime a lot, which is good. You take your time up very well. The last book that you read was probably a manga, and I bet you it was really good, and I would probably love to read it if I actually took the time to do that, but I have such a long reading list, it's never gonna happen. I remember when we were younger, I used to call you Kay, which was just something your friend Allison had started. But I'm a copycat and I'm not very original. And then I called you SpongeBob for a while, and you called me Patrick, because I was a really dumb person. If anybody was listening to you, you would probably play something on your didgeridoo, or like talk about something that nobody has ever thought about, but it would be like really, really, really deep. And everybody would be like, dang, that's a good point. And you would be like, I don't know, I thought about it at like 4 in the morning one night. You would probably donate it all to charity, if I'm honest. You were named after yourself. Nobody could name you after anybody. You're just named after yourself. Charlie Mac, what could have been your favorite show as a child? You know, I just can't think of it. It's not like we watched it every time I was over at your house. It was SpongeBob. It was SpongeBob. George Washington. You have a fear of the new Star Trek movie not being that great. I don't really know if this counts, but, you would live in a library if you could when you were older. Which you should. You should live in a library. You should make a library house. Because if anybody can do it, it is Charlie Mac. I don't think that you've had surgery, but I believe that this is the question that you responded that you didn't think I had ever, like, broken anything or had surgery, which, 1, I got my tonsils out, and 2, I broke my foot at your house. You want as many children as the government will allow you to have under adoption or foster care. That. I don't think you've been outside of the country. I'm gonna feel really bad if you have and I didn't know. I would like to say that you are somewhere in between, like in the perfect middle, because you will spend your money, but that's usually for other people just because of who you are as a person. But I think that you also save your money because you're also a mature and responsible person. More like, what animals don't you love, am I right? Okay, this is one of those things that I feel bad for not knowing, but then at the same time I don't really know the names of games because I don't have a gaming system myself, so I'm gonna go ahead and skip. I haven't personally heard you sing in the shower, but I feel like you might, but I also feel like you might not. I feel like Livy sings in the shower. Yeah. Your favorite sandwich is the edible kind. And the very last question, which what a note to end it on, is your best friend allergic to anything? And I don't think that you are allergic to anything, or not anything that I can remember. Yeah, that's it. Woohoo! We're done. Bye.
I'm going to... Oh man,
Hey Charlie Mac, this is Joy. She goes to my church, obviously.
Hey,
I told you
don't get mad at yourself. I have 8 points.
bowling and I can't talk. I'm really digging this hole. I have to take everything off of my walls and get ready to paint aesthetic that's going on in my room, because it makes everything look like a jail cell, which is great. I have to redo my closet, which is why it looks so bad, but I'm taking everything out, which is like part of the process. But this is really depressing looking. Like, back of my door, wow.